Hello and welcome to episode 10 of my Life After Neymar series. Just wanted to say before I start this, thanks to anyone who has recently subscribed. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this little series here. But our first game was an away fixture against Nautico. We get an early opportunity here. We didn't capitalize on it here. We ended up getting a header from Maruca directed right at their goalkeeper, Felipe. That was 8th minute right there. And then we had an attack, and Hugo tried to make something happen, loses the ball. Yanch eventually gets a tackle here, but a poor pass, and it finds Oliveira, who gets by my defense, and pardon me, he scores in the 29th minute. Not pretty lackluster defending by myself, so that's kind of my own fault. But those things happen, so gotta live with it. Then Yanch wins the tackle here, bounces around. We eventually get possession of the ball. Izquierdo, of course, the first guy that we brought from our youth academy, starts this attack. Pedro Castro with a cross looking for Hugo, and I was trying to win a header and get it on his head, but he puts it in off his two-star weak foot, his right foot. That is not a two-star weak foot. Come on, that's a great volley. Buries it in the near post. At the near post, rather. Goalkeeper can't do much about that. Wasn't expecting a volley. I was trying to get the header, and obviously it was a little too low to the ground for Hugo to get down and get to it. But we would go in at halftime 1-1 against Nautico here. I'm pretty sure we beat them first time around. Hugo has us level. And right from the kickoff, we went on the attack here. Izquierdo plays it out wide to Reyes, who I believe he's in the high 40s as far as an overall rating goes, but he's pretty decent if you just pass with him. Don't try and do too much. He actually probably should have scored a goal in this episode. Very nice fake shot here from Bruno Perez. Crosses it into Hugo, and this time it is a header. 49th minute, 9th goal of the season. I think he's gone up 1 overall. A 16-year-old striker, 9 goals, leading scorer on this team. On FIFA 13, he would have grown probably at least 3. He'd grow to at least 57, 58. I don't get this whole growth thing on FIFA 14. It's kind of aggravating. Makes doing a series like this kind of difficult. Simply because, you know, if you're having a whole youth team, it's going to be hard because they're not growing very much. So, I don't know, hopefully something will happen where they kind of grow a little bit more. And another opportunity for us here, Willian Jose somehow keeps control of the ball. Hugo nearly at his hat trick, rings it off the bar, and then tries juggling the ball around and loses it. Goes out of play for a goal kick, but the end of this game is Izquierdo on the ball, finds Pedro Castro. He's going to look out wide for Marcos Assunção. Back to Izquierdo. Try to get one more opportunity going. Not the through ball I wanted there, unfortunately. Nautico gets possession back, but it won't matter. We win this one 2-1. A good start to this episode here. Hugo with a brace. And he is doing what he normally does, and that's scoring. Doesn't really matter if it's in the air, on the ground. He's deadly from everywhere. Our second game was against Internacional. This one was an away fixture. I believe we drew when we played them before. They were sitting in 3rd place in the league. We were in 7th coming into this game. A lot of their bigger players like Skoko and Diego Forlan, who scored the goal when we played them the first time, not in the game. Skoko wasn't even on the bench. Diego Forlan was on the bench for whatever reason, but all the way to the 79th minute, not much happened until then. It was mainly us trying to break them down. They didn't really have a whole lot of opportunities. But Thiago Ribeiro, a player who I've said that I don't enjoy playing with, gets a goal there. And I don't think I've scored with him until that, but he came on as a substitute, got the goal. Very nicely done from him, and some good ball movement here by Santos, playing the ball to Cicinho. Cuts inside. He'll eventually lose it. He'll get run off the ball by Jackson here. Gets played all the way up to Alex. Alex plays it back to Willians. And they said Willians was in great form coming into this game. Didn't really matter. He didn't play that great. So we did a good job of shutting this side down. Internacional. They didn't really have a whole lot of opportunities here. We end up getting the 1-0 victory. Aranya gets his clean sheet. and we have 2 wins in this episode. The third and final game of this episode would be against Fluminense. We just played them, and that one was an away fixture. This one a home fixture, not an home fixture. Reyes here playing the ball to Izquierdo, barely keeps it alive, and loses the ball again there. And we'll win it back. Hugo on the ball, tries to play it forward, gets cleared away. Eventually finds Bruno Perez. Reyes back on the ball. I tried to do a fake shot here, but he crossed it into the middle, and it works out really well because Aruca eventually gets on the ball and curls this one past the goalkeeper. Cavalieri, I believe, got a hand on it as it went by, and it kind of bobbled into the goal slowly. But 1-0. Here's stoppage time at the end of the first half. They try to get something out of it here, and Edu Dracena, I tried to head it away, and he just kind of stopped moving. He's not that quick to begin with, but Marcelinho gets past him and finishes near post, gets his 6th of the season. All competitions, rather. He might have something in the Copa do Brazil. Anyway, but Willian Jose, a good effort here in the 80th minute, goes out for a throw after their goalkeeper saves it. Leandrinho going to take the, not corner, but throw. Thiago Ribeiro trying to look for that ball, trying to pass it to somebody here, trying to move around, waiting for a run, waiting for some space. They'll eventually pass it off to Leandrinho, who dribbles inside, cuts into the middle, and he's going to get a shot away on the right foot, puts it away, makes it 2-1 in the 84th minute, puts us in front 2-1, looking at 3 out of 3 wins, 9 points in this episode here. But 90th minute, they would come back, try and mount an attack. They'll eventually win the ball here. They probably should have had a run. They had a striker going forward. I thought they were going to play to that guy. They ended up not doing so. Leandrinho, he'll play this one into the corner for Garcia, who's playing as a defensive midfielder because I didn't really have anyone else to use. He loses the ball. Leandrinho then takes it out wide, and he cuts back in, and it looked exactly like the first goal he scored. But this one gets blocked by a defender, and we had a couple corner kicks right at the end of this game. Didn't really matter, though. This was the second of the 3. There were 3 corner kicks. This was the second one. And saved there. This one will get sent in by Renato Abreu. Abreu plays this one into the area, gets headed away, and Bruno Perez is going to try and have a go at this one, but well wide. Won't matter. We win this game 2-1. 9 points in this episode, which is fantastic. That game, I believe, had us right near the top in 3rd or 4th place, I believe. And this episode, a scouting report from Colombia. We end up signing one of the 2 Martin Miguels. That one right there. Overall, 42-52. Not really finding those big-time players like you could in FIFA 13 for whatever reason, but hopefully they'll continue growing. I keep saying this, but we'll see. But yeah, that's all we did for that scouting report. That's the end of this episode. If you would like to like, comment, subscribe, I would appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.